right around the country. It's called Corners of the Earth, and have a look at the trailer.
Everybody say surfing on Kamchatka, you're crazy.
I think it's any surfer's dream to score untouched, undiscovered waves.
So much potential and nobody explores the coastline.
It just looks insane, dude.
So hard and freezing, maybe minus 25.
Immigration guys took our passports.
What's the saying? It's not an adventure unless something goes wrong. We're in the midst of that. We're deep in it now.
That's like 1.5 meters of snow.
Getting all nervous about the weather.
Everybody survived.
Those fingers, it's a less chance to go on.
I did not think that I'd ever be the first one to surf a wave that no one's ever surfed before.
Yeah, how good. Now we get a chance to check in with the Lunatics who brought all that to life on the big screen. Lady, Spence and Fraser, insane. Spence, we'll start with you. Why the northeastern peninsula of Russia, of Kamchatka?
Kamchatka, yeah. So we, as travelling surfers, it's kind of everyone's dream to find a wave that no one surfed and to be the pioneer of a spot. And in this day and age, pretty much everything has been explored and found. So Kamchatka in the far east of Russia got on our minds, and yeah, no one's been there to surf, and it was one crazy adventure.
Talk us through the transit that you had to make from Abu Dhabi into Russia, which was actually the same day that Russia invaded Ukraine, if I'm correct.
Do you want me to get that? Yeah, so on our trip, the same day that we, 2 years of planning, 8 months of preparation, and to the same day, unfortunately, Russia invaded Ukraine. We had a lot of good people on the ground over there and back in Australia that we were talking to, and they said to just take one step at a time and to, push on and tread lightly. And, we decided to continue with the project, and, it was an amazing trip.
Letty, talk to us about the surfing conditions. I usually wait for a mellow 20 plus degrees before I get in the water on the northern beaches.
Yeah.
Can you talk to us about what the surfing conditions were like, what you had to wear to kind of work with those conditions?
Yeah, we wore 6mm wetsuits with 7mm gloves and boots, and it was the craziest brain freeze I've ever had, and a huge reality check of surfing in waves that cold for the next 2 months.
Fraser, I know that you've both surfed some fairly heavy breaks around the world. How did that left-hander compare to some of the other stuff that you've tackled?
Oh, it's so hard. Like, when you're in that much wetsuit and it's so cold, like, just taking off and getting to your feet is just, it's so hard. So it was a difficult one.
So you're in the middle of nowhere. What are some of the other moments that popped up that are a little bit hairy or that caught you going, what are we doing here? Across the three of you, you've got to have a couple.
Yeah, so to do these missions, the coast is only accessible by helicopter. There's no roads, no access. So basically we would load up the helicopter, get dropped to the coast, the helicopter would leave and we'd be left there with camping gear, tents. It's minus 20 and we're kind of on our own for a few days. So to have those kind of gale force winds and to be that cold and we'd be camping, it was definitely an experience for all of us.
Where can we see it? Where can we see this, mission of madness to the northeast of Russia?
We're doing an encore tour all over Australia at the moment, and to see the dates, it's cornersoftheearth.com.au and the Instagram's The Corners of the Earth.
Yeah, it's a great watch. Check out your Instagram page as well, just for another look at that trailer. It's so good to see. Well done, and glad to have you both, all three of you, back safe and sound from that corner of the globe as well. OK, from Russia, next up, we're off to the USA, where we're checking in with the one, the only, Brad Blanks.
In the